Being a homeowner means giving yourself jobs you never thought about before. That's why I like to use tech to make it easier. Let's get started. Now, I've highlighted many robot vacuums that have helped me clean my house on the inside very easily. But what I haven't had yet until now is having a robot to help me clean the outside just as easily. Enter the ECOVACS GOAT A2500. Now, they did sponsor this video so I could check out to see how it is to have a robot lawnmower and use it around my yard and see if it can really go around everything and do everything that I would want it to do. And as I try to go over every product I check out, who is this product for? First and foremost, time savings. If you need to save time instead of cleaning or doing yard work, this is definitely for you. I have 2 kids, 2 jobs, a wife, and I just don't always have time to make my yard look nice. Having this is definitely a great time saver. The next person this would be for is people that want to invest and save time in the long run. Yes, it is actually cheaper to have these than gardeners. For me, I have actually had 2 different gardeners since I moved into my new location, and my old location never had problems with my gardeners. This location, I've had to hire multiple gardeners just because they weren't reliable, didn't really do what I asked them to, and just it wasn't as nice as I would want it to be. That being said, I still pay them about $100 to $120 to mow my lawn twice a month. For me, that means spending $1,200 to $1,400 in the span of a year. So in the long run, as we'll get into price point later, this really is a money saver in the span of a year to 2 years, depending on how much you're spending. There was 2 delivery people, an Amazon and a UPS driver, that literally stopped their delivery as I was outside in my front yard and said, "Whoa, what is that?" Asked me questions about it and literally said, like, "Dude, that is so cool." It's a head turner. It's definitely something that like people will look at and be like, "What is going on?" It's really a fun, cool thing just to see a robot kind of mowing your lawn, going back and forth, and you not doing anything. I was only out there because I was filming it, but the fact is I could have been inside and just as easily not had to worry about it at all, and it would cut everything it needs to. Now, as I unboxed this product, I saw the base station where it charges, the lawnmower itself, and the RTK unit. This helps the lawnmower to have great GPS connection no matter where it is around your lawn. One setup though, you could map it automatically or manually walk around with it and show it exactly where the edges are of your lawn. Mine was a little bit complicated, and then I actually took it from the backyard to the front yard, which again was easier to at least walk it at first and then let it do it automatically. Having that all set up, I did like that it has dual twin 3 blades that spin around on each side. It really does a great job of actually cutting down all the grass. And when I first tried it, I will admit that the grass was probably longer than it is recommended, but that being said, it still did an amazing job of just being able to cut all of the grass and make it look really, really nice. I mean, the before and after shots to me definitely stand out. Now, my lawn consists of about 1,500 square feet from the backyard to the front yard to the side yard. It's a kind of big lawn. This model could actually do the entire lawn in the span of about 3 hours. It can handle this lawn and bigger thanks to its high-powered 32-volt battery. It can do the majority of it with one charge, then it does a quick recharge to finish the rest. And speaking of charging, if you're wondering when I said they can do the entire thing in 3 hours, that's because it has fast recharging. It can actually recharge to full in 45 minutes. So it's able to cut most of my lawn, charge in 45, and then cut the rest. Really impressed that it can actually do this. 45 minutes is actually faster than a lot of robot vacuums. So kudos to them for actually doing a really fast charging, similar to smartphones, quite frankly. So does it do a good job of actually maintaining your lawn? Yes. And the key word there is maintaining your lawn. If you move into a house and it has weeds or high grass right from the get-go, hire a gardener, have them landscape it, cut it all the way you want it. And then this robot lawnmower can easily maintain it, no problem. I really am impressed by the fact that you can actually do it. Schedule it out through the app twice a week, 3 times a week, and you'll never have long grass. It just goes and starts using it. It does have great AI vision obstacle avoidance to navigate through anything that you might find in a yard. In my case, there's a lot of kids' toys, pebble rocks, hills that I'm slowly getting rid of. I also like how, because of these pebble rock hill, I can actually set the ability to have no-go zones. You can actually create it and tell it what it is, where it is, and then it knows exactly where it shouldn't go. It can go up and down slopes, small hill inclines, and also concrete platforms, which it has to get over to get from one of my areas to another for my situation. This is nice because I have a lawn that's not always flat and it has dips and parts that are uneven, but it handles it just fine. It has different modes in which you can use to cut, which normally use auto or area if you have multiple areas like my house does, where I have a backyard and front yard. Edge mode is great for cutting around all the sides specifically, or you can even enter manual mode if you need spot specific cleaning up. These last two are really great for just maintaining any overgrown areas you might have had that it couldn't get on automatic or area, if it's the edge and outside of your yard, or specific spots that it might have missed because, again, if your grass was too high, it might have cut it with one swipe instead of two. Also, I will say one of my favorite things that really stood out to me is just how quiet it was. You can really not hear this, so if you want to just mow your lawn at night, go for it. It has cameras built in, it has RTK, it has Wi-Fi connection, everything it needs. And it wouldn't wake anyone up. That's the crazy part. It is so quiet. I was really impressed with this because I honestly will say it's quieter than pretty much every robot vacuum or robot mop that I've used. And they've gotten quieter, but this is just really quiet. So something to note that you will not hear it. You'll kind of like see it passing by outside your window more than hearing it go on. And now for the price point. The GOAT A2500 comes in at $1,999, so basically $2,000. That being said, I think it's actually really good for being able to cut your lawn and maintaining it on a permanent basis so you never have to worry about it. When I had a gardener come in once a month, it was too unsightly. Like, my grass got uncomfortably long and it just looked bad. So I could pay them more to do 2 times a month, but again, that raises the price. So the fact that this can actually do it 2 times to 3 times a week means your grass is always gonna look good. And that is what I think the price point really matches very well with, because for that price point, I am saving money in less than 2 years from what the price I was paying by having a gardener constantly come. Now, will it be perfect? No, I will say that there are spots that it did miss here and there, but the nice part is that you can actually control it manually and go back over those spots. There's never been a time when I was like, oh my God, it just cannot do it. I'm sure there is instances if, you have things hidden under stuff or anything like that, it couldn't get to it. So each yard is going to be different. But for me, since my yard is pretty open, there's no spot that it couldn't get. It can get the edges pretty well off. It can get all of it pretty good. So I'm very happy with the results that I've gotten, although I'm not as picky, but I would say for an average person, you're going to be fine. So let me know in the comment section, do you have a lawnmower? Do you mow it manually yourself? Do you hire people to do it? Let me know in the comment section, what is your experience? Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.